Hi guys, Maria Ripka from BustTheStress.com. We are just closing up our 30 days with this new question and answer flow. Every week I'm going to post a question or topic, or if you have just any question on your journey about busting the stress in your own life, I want you to reach out to me. You can reach out to me privately or put it in the Facebook group under the weekly topic question. And on Fridays, I'm going to try to respond, and just give you my thoughts on whatever questions or comments that you have. This week we had a couple questions come through that I want to address today. One about the morning routine. If you haven't seen that episode and are really looking for ways to get your morning routine under control, the episode itself explains 6 things that you could do in the morning that really can just make you more productive throughout the day. I know it's hard to think that if I put more morning time in the morning that I'm going to be more productive during the day, but there were 6 things that really do help you to be more productive through the day. And the 6 steps were being quiet, saying your affirmations, visualizing where you want to be, a little bit of exercise, reading, and journaling, or what I recommended was direct connect time. So these 6 things always seem so overwhelming because it's like, wow, I can't fit another thing in the morning. So I was excited when I put the 7-day challenge out there and people actually did jump for it. So congratulations to those people that at least attempted. This question comes from someone that attempted and said, hey, I can't get all of that in still, and what does that mean about me, and can I revise it to be something that I want to do differently? And the answer is yes, absolutely. So when I recommended those 6 things in the morning, there's a purpose for all of them. You know, quieting your mind and letting your mind really have time to clear and put away all those files that are sometimes not processed. Very important. Affirming yourself, really putting yourself into a place where you can tell yourself positive things that you really know to be true in your heart, but sometimes get a little kind of confused by things that we've been told over the years or just experiences that we've had. So really rephrasing some of the wording that goes in our mind, the affirmations help us to do. Obviously, visualizing is a new skill for a lot of us. Visualizing where we want to be 5 years from now, a year from now, and feeling what that feels like in that moment and really claiming it. That's kind of a hard new skill and hard to spend time on when you're already busy, right? Exercise, getting in the morning, that little body jump, doing a little bit of walking, doing a little bit of jumping, doing a few sit-ups, just getting the body moving. Reading, which means developing your mind, that area of life that's really important, whether it's a fun book or whether it's just, a book for information, like I like to read, 5 minutes. And then journaling, writing down your thoughts, or direct connect, which I think is really important too, because you just ask God to tell you what to write, and that becomes your to-do list. Those are 6 things that are really important for all of us, but sometimes in different points of life, some might be more important than the other. So, okay, the question was, do I have to do them all? Well, no, you don't have to do them all. I would really recommend trying to pick the area in that morning routine that you really need to develop. Like you haven't really done really well at all with it and you want to develop it. Now, I will be honest, because this is a journey between you and I and everyone in this wonderful community of people. Because Bernie and I, we're not consistent with this at all. Bernie at all. And he's working from home too. So it's exciting because we can spend time together doing this. But I said to him when we were going through this in our journey, the first 30 days, I said, hey, I would love for us to do this together in the morning, the morning tracker, or at least the morning routine. So it was new to him. It was new to him just like it was new to a lot of you. And I shared it with him, and he's like, are you crazy? That's a lot. And I knew that I wasn't going to get very far by trying to get all 6 areas done in the morning with him as a partnership. Yeah, okay. I mean, some of you could relate right now, right? So I said, well, why don't we just start next week with just the quiet time? Okay, we'll wake up and we'll have 5 minutes of quiet time together. And, you know, it was kind of a light bulb that went off for me, because I was challenging you guys to do all 6-7 days in a row, see how you feel, see if you've made any progress. And here I'm sharing it with my husband, who understands a lot of these concepts, and he's like, no way. So what we did was, for a week, we did just the quiet time. And then we added the next week the quiet and the affirmations. And now we're on to the visualization, adding that piece on. So what I want to say to that person that asked the question is, do one thing that you think is most important for you and add it to your morning routine. And then try to build on it the next time. And remember, these are little snippets of minutes. They're not like 30 minutes of quiet time, 30 minutes of affirmations. These are like 5 minutes of quiet, a couple minutes of swiping through your affirmations that you might have on your phone, a few minutes of visualization, 5 minutes of exercise. This whole morning routine shouldn't take you more than 30 minutes. It's just to jumpstart your morning and to get you going. That's it. And when you are doing these little tiny movements, morning routine activities, you actually gain more time in the day, and you feel better, and you're accomplishing more, you're more efficient. So it's worth it to put the time in the morning and to gain that during the day. Another question that came through was about affirmations. You know, what are they, and why are they important? And I touched a little bit on that when I was talking about the morning routine, but see, we believe a lot of lies sometimes. Our subconscious mind has already made some preconceived notions about who we are, what we do, based on the experiences that we've had, or what we've heard from other people through the years, or just some insecurities that we might have. And affirmations kind of trick our brain to believe something different. So an affirmation is a statement of what you really should believe about yourself. And when I recommended doing affirmations, it was adding to that affirmation what you are going to do to achieve what you want. So if it's about, for example, weight loss, you know, I will lose 10 pounds by eating a better breakfast. I will gain more customers by reaching out to strangers. I am a great leader because I do show by example. Whatever you need to work on, what you have doubts about, turn it into a statement and add on there what you're doing to make that statement really truthful. Another way of doing it is called affirmations, and you ask yourself a question. So not only do you kind of think about what you want to be, you kind of say a question, you know, how can I become a great leader? And see, what happens is your mind will actually try to answer that question for you. And you'll start to remember those things about being a leader versus the lies that might be in your subconscious or your brain. So how do I become a wife that's cherished? Or how do I become a mother that is respected by her child? You know, there are a lot of things that we sometimes question about ourselves. And if we turn it into a statement, an affirmation, or an affirmation where we're asking a question about it, we kind of solidify in our mind those thoughts that we should be thinking, and we take ourselves from a negative place to a more positive place. Okay? I hope that's been helpful. I want to remind you again that every Monday I'm going to put in the group a topic, a question, a thought to ponder, and I really would love your participation by commenting underneath that picture or privately messaging me your questions, your thoughts, your comments, so that I can weekly come back into our group. I don't want our group to end. I want it to keep going. Come back in weekly to answer and keep this dialogue going and help each other on this journey to busting the stress. And I'm excited because my mind has been going incredibly because I'm doing all this morning routine, right? And I have so many great ideas for us to keep going. I have this wonderful plan I'm working on for May. I'll announce it later into April, but I hope you guys are in the group, active, and really just gaining a lot of support on your journey to bust the stress. Have a great day.